I think he got it wrong yesterday. I think he had it right before yesterday when the president indicated that he was not going to pardon his son and that he trusted the Justice Department, even in the case, especially in the case involving his son.
With regard to the question regarding the family, I'm extremely proud of my son Hunter. He has overcome an addiction. He's one of the brightest, most decent men I know, and I am satisfied that I'm not going to do anything. I said I abide by the jury decision, and I will do that, and I will not pardon him.
His son, Hunter, is also up for being sentenced next month. Does the president have any intention of pardoning him?
We've been asked that question multiple times. Our answer stands, which is no.
Is a commutation also still off the table?
For who are you talking about? Oh, no. No, I mean, that's not what we're going to do.
I felt that that Hunter Biden had been convicted by a jury of his peers. He pled guilty himself. It was done by a special counsel. There was no indication that it was a politicized case. I feel the same way about the case against Donald Trump, by the way, that it was not done with politics, but done by professional prosecutors, by the justice system. And so I felt the president had it right before yesterday, and yesterday got it wrong.
I think I've got mixed views about it, frankly. I think that, there is concern that the president legitimately had that the Trump administration and, all the retribution tour stuff with respect to the Department of Justice and how he plans to use it against his enemies. I think there's a legitimate concern about what that could lead to. And I think that's part of why the president put in a 10-year stretch for the pardon term, because that should protect him against anything really up to statute of limitations, basically, for most offenses. On the other hand, though, I got to say that even though I don't think Hunter Biden would have been prosecuted under most circumstances, a pardon at this point will be used against, I think, Democrats when we're pushing to defend the Department of Justice against politicizing it, which is certainly what President Trump plans to do, or President-elect Trump. The Patel nomination, I think many of the other nominations, it looks like he's going to try and use it in a way to go against and inflict retribution on people. And I think this sort of gives him ground to argue that, both sides are doing the same thing. So I know that there was a real strong sentiment and wanting to protect Hunter Biden from unfair prosecution. But this is going to be used against us when we're fighting the misuses that are coming from the Trump administration.
Joe Biden's pardon here of his son, in all likelihood, to a virtual certainty, did spare Hunter Biden from having to go to prison. We'll never know definitively whether Hunter Biden was given lenient treatment or harsher treatment because of his name. But I can tell you, based on my experience, he was certainly given different treatment than an ordinary person. I think what happened in this case is the pendulum sort of swung from one extreme to the other, and you ended up with an outcome that the president felt necessary to issue a pardon on.
What you're talking about here is, Biden taking a step that is going to be very controversial, even with his own party, to protect his son.
As a father, it was probably pretty difficult not to proceed.
Stay up to date with this story and more. Subscribe to our Watch Fox YouTube page. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell to never miss an update.